Hi everyone, Deathclaw Girl here, and welcome to another one of my videos. You can help support this channel by subscribing and liking. Also, go check out my new concept for a new Fallout game. It's a trailer for Fallout Gettysburg. And now to this video. So yeah, we're going into week 2 of the mini challenge. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to your map, or if you're on the main menu, just drop down to what's called seasons. Now this is the regular season game, but this is what we're going to be looking at, the Appalachian Outlaws. We are into week 2. I was a little disappointed that there are no extra rewards. I basically claimed them all last week, got all the tickets. So basically, even if you're like me, basically you can still get more tickets. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you finished up last week, got all the rewards, let's just get some extra tickets because they can still be used here. All right. Now, if this is your first week, if say you didn't do last week, you do need to grab what's called this money bag backpack. So that's the first thing you got to do. Go ahead and grab that. It should be free. And then the next thing you're going to do, if you're also brand new to this little mini thing, you're going to go to an armor bench, any armor bench, go to modify. Everyone should have at least some sort of backpack. If not, you need to make it. There should be like a plan. I think it's right at Vault 76, that little crate you go to. I think that's the very first place you can get your backpack. Not 100%. I haven't done that start over character yet. But anyway, so you're going to go to your backpack, click on it to modify X, and then you're just going to highlight. Right now I already have the money bag on as a skin. If not, it's just under M, so you click on it. It either says standard or it has some sort of skin. You just go down to the letter M. They are in alphabetical. And then hit apply, so that there's a square next to it. And then just make sure that it is equipped. Person under, I think it's apparel. Yes. So you need to make sure this square thing is here. If you're like me, you can't really see that I'm wearing a backpack. Most of the time you can see on other types of characters. All right, so next step, just keep that backpack on. Next step is you're going to go into the map. And on your D-pad, you're going to hit the right arrow to bring up challenges. Daily and weekly have to do with seasons. It's currently season 20. So we're going to go down to events. And yeah, so we are just working on getting these tickets now. And in case you haven't collected those other rewards in the seasons area, you can use these tickets towards it. So it looks like we need to collect gold. We need to hack 3 terminals or computers. Destroy 50 protectrons. I probably won't complete this one today. Craft ballistic ammo 760. So you're actually making it, not collecting it. Consume alcohol. Collect a cigarette box. Okay, you can see I already have 2. It's because I have that cigarette machine, doctor's orders, I think is what it's called. I collected 2 already. I'll show you another area where you can get those. You're going to collect stems or any chems. So I think that includes psycho, all the others. So try to hunt. I think ghouls have a lot on them. So ghouls, we'll try to be finding them. And let me see. Is there anyone we're supposed to be hunting besides the protectrons? No. All right, first thing I'm going to do, because there is alcohol, I'll go to the top side of my camp. I have one of those, I don't know, brew vats, I think it's what it's called. I still need to ferment the alcohol that it might have already created. And then I'll show you how to actually make it if you don't have one of these. And where you can purchase alcohol so that you can get this done. So here's this brew vat I was talking about. Yep, I keep it in the fire. So, brewing vat. I'm going to collect what's in here. It'll keep producing. My dog always getting in the way. It's just like a real dog. All right. Oh, here's my pet. Hi, Boo Boo. I still have you. I'm so happy. All right, so you need to find a brewing station. This is a fermenter. What this does is it makes the alcohol brew faster. I don't have a lot of room in my stash box. On the right-hand side, down on the bottom, you can see my weight. I only got 1 pound, so I'm not going to worry about fermenting. But you do want to make sure if you're going to hang on to it that you either, well, if you have good with salt, I think it is a lucky card. Let me see. Yes. If you have this card on you, then you're going to want to at least stick your fermenting stuff in your stash box, because when the card is activating and you're just holding stuff for fermenting, it'll take 90%. It's gonna be really slow. Let me see if I can say that a little bit better. The good result prevents the fermenting to go at its normal pace. So either definitely throw it in your stash box or just get rid of the good with salt card for a while. But again, you might have things that you're not wanting to spoil. Okay. If you don't have a fermenter, if you don't have a brewing station, I'm going to take you to Whitesprings, which is also a very good place to purchase this alcohol that you're going to need. Here is a Vault 76 where you start the game. You're going to go south until you see this giant lake. Then you're going to go over here. It's a hotel. There are a couple entrances. We're wanting the north entrance and then what's called the mall, Whitesprings Mall. Excuse me. So there is no fermenter here, but there is a brewing station. So if you're wanting to create some of these alcohols, I think everybody knows how to make beer, so we'll just focus on beer. So you will need 2 boiled waters, 1 corn, 2 razor grain, and 2 pieces of wood for every beer that you're going to make. Now remember, this is fermentable, so it still has to sit for a while and become beer. So it says fermentable to begin with, and then beer later after it does sit for a while. But we're going to focus on actually see if any of the faction robots, so there are vendor robots here. Oh, first we'll go to her. It mentioned gold, so let's just, down events. Let's just check out how much. So we just need 5 pieces of gold that we're going to scrap. She's has a lot of jewelry junk, so go over to junk. And we're just going to see. I'm going to grab these 3. Each one has 1 piece, so I still need 2 more. It looks like I'm going to be short by 1. I'll go ahead and grab this watch. So if this also happens to you, we'll check the other people's junk area. If this also happens to you, you can just server hop and go back to her. All right. First, so we're still missing 1 piece of gold. I'm just seeing if he has any gold in his junk. He does not. So now let's go over to food. We are just looking for alcoholic beverages. Here's 2 of them. We'll go ahead and grab them. And let me just double check again how many we had to drink. Consume. We got to consume 20. I'm going to wait and consume them all at once. That way I can then take the addictol afterwards. So I got 2. Let me see what I got on me. All right, so go to food. So 7 plus 7 is 14. I have 15. And I think I just bought 2. Let's see. 16, 17. Let's see if I had anything else on me. I think this counts. Maybe I drink. Well, I probably won't mess with one of those. So 17. I could do one of those, but I probably won't. 17. Alright, I need to buy 3 more. So the next faction robot, in other words, they're involved with a group, is this Free States. I'm going to sell off some stuff, which I should have done in the beginning. That way, when I do buy stuff, percentage of the caps goes back into the pool. And look, I was able to complete something on my seasons, 20. Alright, so let's go over to his food. 17, this is 18. You notice the 1282 went to 1284. That's what I'm talking about. You can get some of your caps back to reclaim again. Alright, I was thinking, I don't know if it's 20 or 25% of the caps come back, but it still will not go over the 1400. All right, here's another faction guy. I think he's Raiders. All right, we got whiskey, 18 and 19. Someone, wow, he's got a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. All right, I'm just going to need one more. A little high, but that's okay. Let's go also check out his junk. Again, just looking for gold. I'm going to go back to this guy because I don't think I checked out his junk. That sounds all wrong, but we're just going to move on and not worry about what I just said. Ah, here we go. Here's our final piece. So I will show you all the faction robots. So again, Helena, jewelry, silver and gold, awesome place. Shopping mall guys considered faction. And they are both in this room. This guy just sells camp plans. So if you're ever looking to get a lot of the camp plans, this guy in here is bulk junk, unless other players sell him stuff. Bulk junk. Before I keep going, what I'm going to do now is scrap everything I have on me so that I got that gold completed. That was the final step on the gold one. And I'm just waiting on the fermentables to get there. You can see in the condition area, it has to go all black before it becomes just non-fermentable, just the drinkable stuff. So I think I still got 15 minutes. 15 minutes to half hour, I think. So I might need to do that later. But I'm going to go ahead and see what else I can do while I'm here. All right, so the ammo is next. We got to create ballistic, and it's got to be 760. So I'm going to stay in my crafting. I'm going to show you. I'm in my crafting because I have something that's called 2 cards. Ammosmith, which will give you 80% more crafting ammunition, and super duper. It has a chance, a 30% chance of doubling one item. But that's if you're making like 100, it's going to hit all those 100, and it's going to be 30% of that 100. So maybe you'll come out with an extra couple, extra 10 to 30. Now there is one legendary perk card. Let's see if I can get it to view. Called Ammo Factory. It gives you 150% more on crafting ammunition. So those are the cards. Again, this is a special area in case you didn't know. So in your perk card area up here is legendary perks. You just hit the activation, and yeah, you can fill these. And I usually do the special cards because now I got an extra +5 in my luck. But do know 15 is the maximum of any of the specials. All right, so now I'm ready. We're going to craft just ammo that I use all the time. I am going to see if energy ammo will count, so I'll make 5, Maybe about 100 then, depending on super duper. So that was energy ammo as a test. It's still, I think, considered ballistic, but it's not going to count. So energy, weapons, I guess ballistic has to be gunfire. Gunpowder. Gunpowder. Those spikes might count. Let me do another test. Ammo, we're going to do a spike test. I'm just going to, these are the railway rifle spikes. We're just going to do 5. Again, just testing to see if these will count. It does count. So basically, I would think anything in the ammo list, there is ammo and then there's energy ammo. So just anything in the ammo list will count. So it was like 760. Every 5 will be 100. So 100, 200, 300, 400. I think this, oh no, maybe just here. Hoping for some doublings. There we go. Though my math might not be the best. Okay, so I got that one done. I think we'll do one of the terminals while we're here, and the collect cigar box. We can do that while we're here. We'll do that first. All right, we're at Whitespring, which is already an excellent place. So let me just start down here. This is the fast travel point when you do come in. So you're going to run this way till you get this room. Elegance. And you're just going to go in here. And there are, I'm going to grab the cigar itself. Let me see if I can. See if it counts. It does not count. All right, so only the boxes are going to count. So I just need one more. There we go. So there are 2 boxes in this room. Again, it is called Elegance. You're going to now run down to this next room, Creekside Lodge. There is 1 box there. Now we're going to go next door. So it's called Whitesprings Refuge. You can either go through this door, or if you're on the map somewhere, you can go to the Whitesprings. See, we're currently in the north entrance. We're going to go over to Whitesprings Resort and go to a place called the Refuge. I believe there's 1 more box in here. So as long as someone else on a public server haven't grabbed these will be available. And again, it is an item that will be produced in doctor's orders. I will go ahead and show you. These won't count, but here is a cigarette carton and a cigarette, lots of ashtrays, in case you have the season thing where you need to get either cigars, cigarettes. And then here is the cigar box and the cigar itself. So there's 3 for you. All right, let's keep going. All right, terminal, protectrons, alcohol. Collect stim packs. All right, so we're going to go back to the Whitesprings Mall. It has, I think, only 1 computer that is hackable. And I thought we needed 3. So let's go ahead and let me check this room. I was thinking this one's unlocked. So basically you gotta have the one where I think this one's unlocked. Yeah. Here's a tip. If you ever need one of those messages, here's a location for it. And sometimes there's a Nuka-Cola of some sort there. And it's not ghost. These doors just, for some reason, will shut on their own. Anything here? And sometimes there's food in here. What's that? There's sugar. I think that's about it. What's that? Like cotton candy. Alright, again, here is the fast travel point that you come in. So we're heading to the hackable terminal, which is in an office. If you ever need lock picking, Whitesprings is also an excellent resource because you got one, two. This door inside is a safe, so there's 4 lock picking things right there. Over here's a door, which you got a lock pick, which is again a that's what we're up to 5 now. Just remember, do not exit the lock because it will reset its location if you exit the screen. And this is the computer. I just need to trade out my cards that I forgot to get rid of. So I was doing lock picking. I would prefer to have a combat card up there. Okay. Tank, expert, concentrated, leader, commando, master is what I'm missing. And a 1. All right. All right, and nice thing about this terminal, this one is a 0, so you don't need the hackable perk card. If you've ever done these, I think it's very similar to an ancient game called Mastermind. So I did the word term. It's telling me that the word I'm looking for has 1 letter in the exact spot, very similar to this one. So I'm going to go down to help. Help has an E that is in the same spot, but let's say the word was helm, H-E-L-M. That means it's got 2 letters very similar to the top word. That means help would not be it. Again, because it only says it has 1 likeness. So we're going to go ahead and hit on help. It has 0. So now we got 2 references. I only do it 2 times. Let's see, 1, 2. I only do it 3 times and then I exit out. I don't do the chancing. So R-O-A-M, M does go with the top one. Now we're going to compare it to help, H-E-L-P. So if any of the letters from help had been in Rome, I would have ignored it and moved on, but it has the M from the first one that does have the likeness of 1. So let's go ahead and do it, and I'm in. All right. I'm holding the O button, which will immediately eject me from anything. So remember that when you're trying to get out of things instead of taking the long way around. All right. Yep, down. Okay, so that, I still need 2 more. So we'll try to find a couple more locations. You could also server hop, I believe, this item, which I might try that. Still waiting on that. Okay. Collecting chems mean you can buy them or make them or get them out of like the doctor's orders machine. There is a bunch of them, so I probably won't make it today. But I'm going to go around again and show you. Whitesprings will be your favorite spot for a lot of season stuff. So this chemist, he's at the very, very end of the hall where you fast travel from. That's way down there. He's going to have a lot of the chems you're going to be needing. He has a bunch of them, see them? So all of these, yes, all of those should count when you buy them. And then check the faction guys. So the responder is a faction guy. Just go over to aid. This lady is junk. So also check out her junk for the gold. Just focus on the middle screen. It tells you what everything breaks down into. So this first one breaks down into cork, plastic, screw. So we're just looking for gold. Gold usually is easy because the word gold will be in the item name, but we're just looking this way. So she had none. Now this is Brotherhood. So look under junk again, nothing. Look under aid, he's going to have, I don't know if blood pack counts. That I will tell you, I don't know if that counts. So I don't think it is a Kim. Alright, and see this guy. Yeah, he might not bother. Yeah, I wouldn't bother with him on those two items. Okay. These guys are food, usually ingredients and recipes. And this guy is like toys. Now the raider, he'll have chems and stuff. This guy won't. And we're back to the Free States guy. He will also have your aid. All right, that's enough of that. Don't forget about the mall guy in there. And now here is a chemistry station. We'll get back into my crafting and add one additional card. All right, so I have right now super duper will work with chems, and then intelligence. Let me get rid of these science guys. Here's the one I'm talking about. It has a chance of doubling. So when you're doing the crafting yourself, you're going to want him up there. I'm going to throw fix it good for now and come back and trade out. So I usually just, what is really good when you're doing the chems is if you can find the ones that'll give you 2 at a time. Like this one is taking 2, so I got 8 times 2, which gives me 16 if I did that one. Now, a lot of these will be using some of your stuff. But there are, let's see, the healing is really good. Let's see if they got that down there. Yes. Times 6. Super spring aluminum. What I really like is the times 6. But if you don't have the ability to make this diffuser, there is the times 4 on the Radaway. These are just diluted. So 4 times 4 is 16. And 4 times 3 is 12. Let me go ahead and do this one. Yeah, 6. I'm going to exit out because I don't remember the number. I thought it was just 76, but let me double check. All right, so I already have 3. I need 73. So I'm going to try to get as close as I can with the multipliers that I have. Again, I got the chemistry and the super duper healing. We're going to do this diffuser. And let's see. We'll do 9. 10 would be 6. Let's see how close we can get. Ah, okay. Oh, nope, this is something different. That was season 20. So I'm going to exit out. I think I'm really close. Now, I'm just kind of being stingy. Okay, so I just need 4 more. And try not to use up all my stuff. If you don't care, just max it out and just, yeah, make sure you know that, like, if it's 76, just, yeah, you're going to make 76. But yeah, I usually try not to. I just need 4 more. I'm rambling, sorry. We're going to try this one. I just need to do it once. And there we go. I think I also got, I don't know, was that atoms? Maybe from something else. All right, so we've done the gold, the ammunition, the cigar boxes, and the stim packs. I still need 2 more terminals and protectrons and drinking. Drinking party. In one moment, I do need to plug in my controller because it's about to die. Alright, so first I'm going to switch out my cards again before I get rid of my crafting. So chemistry is gone, and let me put the armor guy back on. Looks good. Getting back into my bloody build. And I will show you. Now, of course, there are protectrons here at Whitesprings, but I consider them friendly, so I don't mess with them. Watoga will be my destination. There are protectrons down there. I was thinking there's also a couple of the bases. What am I thinking of? Firebase. Lost Home. Oh, no, it's not that. Where is it? That? was thinking there was one down here. But anyway, there are protectrons at Watoga, and you probably can just keep farming the location by server hopping. Just trying to think of another location. Oh, and down here. Berkeley has a few. Watoga is usually the best, though. And of course, there's random areas also. And wait, double check again. Oh, and a terminal. Okay, hold on. I'm going to see how my fermenting. You can see my fermentables are getting really close. So I would say after I complete one more action, I should be able to, yeah, do what you should never do in real life, down every single piece of alcohol that I have at once. Because I'm wanting an aid. I'm just wanting to do one addictol. Basically, it cures all your addictions. Said that way, because otherwise I'd have to have 20 of them if I did one at a time or something like that. All right. Let me get a drink. Company tea is really good. It gives you a special in AP region. And if you have the one perk card, which I'll show you shortly, fully hydrated will give you also more AP region. And the card I am talking about is called Rejuvenate. So if you're fully fed and fully hydrated, this is for a human. I don't know. I think that Ghoul is something different. Here you go. Gives you those benefits. Gotta have the card though. Alright, I'm going to take you to one location that I do know that there is another hackable terminal. This event is called Manhunt. It is at Grafton Dam. It is the fastest event you can ever do. You can do it in less than a minute if you ignore all the super mutants and have your sneak card maxed out, and you already have the dam key, the Grafton Dam key. I'll show you real quick how to do it really quick without actually doing it. So there's two fast travel points, I think, that this will dump you here. So I'm going to see if I can sneak in without them even noticing me. The other side's even faster because you can actually run and get a lot closer, but I was already in the area where the super mutants could. Oh, and here's that terminal. It is a 3, though. Sorry, I had to go off mic. So if he's standing right there, you just shoot him till he goes down, and if you have a jetpack, you just go up here. So I'll show you again. I'm just going to go ahead and do the event. And I'm done. They will start firing. Now, if you want XP, take the super mutants out. Otherwise, if you're just needing an event to complete, it is the fastest. And one more time, I'll show you where the computer is. You can see the layout of the place. There's that like a barn of some sort, but the computer is just right down there. All right, I'm gonna leave. I'll probably just server hop Whitesprings, which I will probably just go ahead and do. But let me see. It's going to take you to the protectron area in Watoga. You're needing a free fast travel point foundation. You don't have to spend any caps to get there, and then you can continue your way to Watoga and not have to spend as many caps. I reset my fast travel. I'm just going to go ahead and go to Watoga. Still waiting. Yeah, it's usually if enemies are around, it won't let you immediately leave. And yet sometimes it lets me immediately leave. So Watoga has all the robots except for the brains and the sentry bots. So if you need a Mr. Gutsy, an iBot, a Assualtron, this and the protectrons, this is the place to go. So I'm just going to take them all out here. It's a handy. There's the protectron. Yeah, it's feeling a little glitchy right now. Very rarely does a protectron come out of that one that I just went to. This one right here. And then I like to go over here up on this little building. A little bit more protection. iBot will not count. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to see if I can get another protectron to come out of this. There's one already standing on. Oh, there it goes. You're just listening for that sound. Usually, you can also get another one to come out. Oop, there it goes. Usually they'll both activate. You can get the one to activate. And if you want, you can just go around to these other units. See if you can get them to activate. I usually just jump on them. Oh, that was a handy, not a gutsy. Oh, I don't think did I get it off? I still got it. I still got it. Yeah, the car blew up and I thought I heard someone laughing with me. Another gutsy. I'll just go ahead and take him out. Alright, and if you come up to this semi, let's turn here. A bunch of them over here. Also, there will be enemy groups in this area over here. It'll rotate, scorch, super mutants. So if you're ever needing M, but there's usually only a handful. Just trying for that Mr. Handy instead. If you're wondering about my weapon, it has a 4-star fracture on it, so you can see additional explosions besides the explosive ammo. So you will see me jumping around a lot, because I will get a lot of backlash from it. It takes some damage. And again, after you clean up this area, you might get on top of one of these, see if you can activate some more to come out. Did not work with that one. There's also one in this corner. Oh, heard the Assualtron lady. Oh, did you see the beam? Yeah, she almost got me. Oh, there she fires again. Oh, ah! Popcorn in there. Almost got out of the way. Yeah, I can't take a full beam from her. Oh, while I'm back, I might see if I can get one of these to activate again. No on that one. Not sure the respawn, how long it does take before they will regenerate. Another bot in there. saying it's way too soon right now, so I'll ignore the rest. And back over here. More than likely, she went back to her area. So I hopefully will be safe enough to jump back up here. It's the Mr. Handy. Yeah, I'm not sure where she went. I would prefer to take her out before I go any further. Alright. I'm going to try to jet over to this building. Oh, made it, but someone spotted me. Now that's the Assualtron tube. I'll take him out. But sometimes her patrol, the Assualtron, takes her out of this area. Let's see if I can. Oh, there's something over here. Alright, I'm just going to ignore her. So basically, you just go through this entire area looking for the tubes and all the protectrons. And I'm going to jump over here. And look for her one final time. So there's one over there, but I think that's a Mr. Handy. So I'm going to activate that one. You can hear I activated it. I come over here and then by this one. I got two. Sometimes there's a guy in there. Alright. Now this location is really great with Assualtrons. So there was one over there, but there are 4 more over here. We'll take on this one. Get another drink of water. Right over here. There's a protectron. I think that's still just him talking. Alright, so up the path, there's the third one. There'll be another, I think 2 around the corner. But they're just Assualtrons, so I am basically not going to mess with them anymore. I'll probably just server hop later. But if you go around, if you follow the sidewalk, there are more of those tubes and more protectrons. Alright, let's see how we did with just those. So I would say there's 25 at this location, so you probably should be able to get server hop twice here, as long as someone else hasn't farmed the area. And let's see if I can, yep, bottle up now. So it should be under, yep, here we go. So we're just going to go ahead, let me make sure, under F, E, F, they're all gone. Okay, so here we go, this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I'm addicted. I wouldn't go too fast because you might actually lose one of those in the process. Unless, of course, you got a bunch of them, then yeah, but if you're close like me. Alright. And let's see. 1. And there we go. Okay, I believe the atomic symbol was just telling me how many tickets I have right now. I wasn't sure before. All right, so we're now going to server hop, I believe. Let me look at the list one more time. Yes, so we're going to server hop. You do that, basically, I am in a private world. I'm just going to quit. And then go into a public world. Now, since this is day one, a lot of people might be farming this location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hurry over to Whitesprings and see if they have already gotten into that one office and got on that terminal instead of messing with the protectrons at Watoga. First thing I'm going to do is fast travel. So as I hide, there we go. Oop, oop. Yep, you can see there was someone right in front of me. So again, like I said, I'm just going to go to Whitesprings real quick, to the mall, and hopefully no one has gotten in that room. Run down there. I really like that terminal. One, I know where it's at, and it's a 0, so I don't have to worry about switching out cards for it. Looks like someone, yep, someone's already got to it. I'm going to server hop again. So it sounds like someone is actually farming Whitesprings. So server hop public is very easy. You just get out of the public, go right back in. If you're not on a, if you're on a team and for some reason you're still locked into your team, make sure to leave your team before you go into another server. Otherwise, it'll take you right back to the one you just left. Now, if you have a private server, what I'm going to do is I'm probably gonna jump maybe 2 more times and then go back into my private server, because I basically want it to drop my old private and open up a brand new private for me. But if you go in right away, it'll be the exact same one. So basically, I think if it says world found, I think you're going back into your private world. If it says building, I think that's the brand new one. I'm not 100% on that one though. So for private worlds, oh yeah. Oh, nope, nope, nope. For some reason they came in here and did not do the terminal. Nice. Right, give me a second. All right, so we're going to try look first, and I lucked out. It got me right in. So that should be the second one. I need one more. So I'm going to see. I'm going to try server hopping one more time. Actually, maybe I will. I'm not sure how much time you need for the public to drop. I'm going to do one more public just to make sure the private drops, but I might not even need it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. That is a long time getting back in. Wow, really long time. I think there's a bunch of people probably jumped on Tuesday because it is the first day. Let me go ahead and fast travel real quick. Oh, there's someone there, so I might not get that computer. All right. But at least now you know it definitely does work to server hop for the hacking terminals and lockpicking. That's a good sign. Hopefully someone will come up behind me, run in after I pick this lock. That was really close. Yeah, I think I read it wrong. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't help me when I'm talking. Concentrate. All right. Yay! Okay, looks like I don't have to, but I will go ahead and see if what I was talking about earlier. All right, 1. Life has 1 and only 1. Life is 0. Rats has the letter A, R-A, and nothing from life. And I'm not taking the final chance. It'll lock it out. So I've got to start over. Brand new set of rules, so soon. I have to compare this soon. Has 1. E-V-E-N. There's 1 there. Has 0. D-E-N. Now you see Dens has the letter N, but it's in the wrong spot. It has to be the exact same spot. So nothing on that one. D-O. Doom has 1 on the first one. And none from the second. And we're down to 1 again. Wow. Has 2 likenesses. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to be locked out. Don't like taking chances. Care. Oh, it has 2. K-I-T-S 0. W-A. It has 2. I think it is W-A. W-A-E. No, A and E probably. Let's see. A and E. A and E. There we go. Finally. And there we go. All right. Again, I'm holding down the O button. It checks me very quickly. And I'm going to check one more time. Yep, so I just need to take out the protectrons now. But we're going to test my theory about the private world real quick. We're at it. All right, so now I'm going back into a private world. And this only works also if I think if the private world you were previously in and someone else on Fallout First is in it, I don't know if it leaves it open or how long it takes for them to acquire ownership of that private world. Something to think about. But as you can see, it says it's building world. That's what you want to see when hopping. Now, in a private world, you want to see it say building because it's got to start from scratch. And now it'll be a brand new place. I'll just make sure, run down to that one computer. Then we'll be done. Again, really nice and easy. I was disappointed that there are not any new rewards. I thought there would be a page 2. Again, I'll go there and look real quick and show you what I'm talking about. taking forever. I think it's just because a boatload of people are in there. I do like the rewards. They now call it, this is the first time, this is a mini challenge. So they completely moved it where it was located and everything. And it's actually using the same thing from the, I'm sorry, it's called a mini season from the actual Fallout season. So you're sharing tickets. So technically, you didn't even need to earn any tickets from these challenges. You could have just used the tickets you had. If you had any tickets you had not used yet from season, like example 20. As you can see, the door is now locked again. I won't hack the terminal. I'm just going to see. And yep, yeah, you got to hack it. All right, one more time. So down at seasons, first one is the regular season. Currently we're in 20. And then this is the little special one. And you can see up in the upper left-hand corner says page 1 of 1. I thought there would have been a 2. When week number 2 came in, I thought there would have been a 2. Because I thought they would at least give us maybe extras on these, like weight boosters or something, lunch boxes. I, I guess they wanted, yeah, because it was simple, that, yeah, I basically went through the whole thing in the first week. So Bethesda, if you watch this video, yeah, I would have liked something extra that only came out week 2, even if it was just extra carry weight boosters and lunch boxes, maybe that we could hit again one more time. Alright, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have any Fallout 76 questions, you can throw them in any of my videos. I will do my best to answer them. Otherwise, that is it. Happy gaming. Happy mini season. Check you guys later. Deathclaw Girl out.